Hey friends, let's make a money bowl together. So this recipe is straight out of my grimoire, and this is one that I've used for years with great success, as well as I've shared this with clients who've used this and have found great success. So let's get started. First up, you're gonna pick your vessel. This is a beautiful kind of crystal bowl that I picked up at the let's see, where did I get this? I think it was Goodwill for a couple dollars, but you can use teacups, you can use champagne glasses, you can get really creative with this. Now, before we add all the other stuff to the bowl, I want you to take a moment and write out a petition. The petition is really going to direct your energy where you want to see this abundance and this money coming in, okay? So when in doubt, always write a petition and then fold it towards you because you want to bring this into your life. So you have your bowl, you have your petition, you're gonna put this in the bottom, and then I like to put a few coins and even like a talisman or two on top. So I have this little box full of cute little things that I love, like a little matchbook, High Priestess matchbook, an evil eye, a little ladybug, some coins, some buttons. I put what I feel is relevant and kind of what my intuition is leading me to on that one. So we're gonna do one of these coins that actually has my name on it. And then I think I'm gonna also add in, I think I'm gonna put the ladybug on top. Now we're gonna go in with our rice. I've tried other things, and I have to say I like rice as my primary ingredient. Whoops, hold on. Now I don't skimp with the rice. I put a good amount in there. This is a larger bowl, but I love it. It's gonna go in my office. Next up, we're gonna add a few more goodies in here. Ladybug that my mom gave me, I'm gonna put that on top. I'm also gonna put this piece of citrine. Citrine is a nice crystal for abundance. Green aventurine is also great for that. I just had this piece lying around, so we're gonna use her. And you know what? This little matchbook, this High Priestess matchbook, I'm gonna put her in here as well because I'm a full-time spiritual practitioner, heavy on that High Priestess energy, and of course, this is my full-time business, so I want that money to come from there. Now here's a fun little thing. I like to put a little bit of a spell oil of my choice in there. So road openers are great to use in here. This is a blessings oil that I'm gonna take some with this pipette. It's one of my favorite oils, and just drop a few drops on top. You don't need a ton. Spell oils are very concentrated, so less truly is more. Put a couple dollars in here. Now, ideally, the way that I like to do this is I like to roll up each bill into like a tight, form, and then I like to tie it with a red string. I cannot find a red string anywhere right now. I think the closest one is on my little evil eye bracelet, but you work with what you got. If you have a red string or a couple, I would really roll up your dollar bills. And again, you can use as much money as you want, but I'm just gonna tuck these bills kind of in here like this. Now, if you want a little extra credit with your money magic, I know a lot of people love bay leaves. I'm not a big bay leaf girly, especially for my money magic. My two faves for money magic are actually parsley leaf and basil leaf. So just take a little bit of that and sprinkle it on top. Here's what it's looking like so far, really fun. Another little tip, when you are adding your ingredients in here, right? Speak to the ingredients, guide all of these herbs, these little tchotchkes, these coins, these dollar bills, speak to them, connect with them, charge it with your energy and your intention. Another thing you can add to your money bowl is some ancestors' money. You can put it in, but you can also burn it and put the ashes in. Another favorite of mine to add in money bowls, and they just work really well, star anise. I put 3 in here, and they also smell great. They kind of smell like a licorice. I love it. Another great thing to put in is cinnamon sticks or just some cinnamon seasoning. Sprinkle a little bit of that in there. But one of the things that I want you to also add in, and make sure you put that on your petition, or if you have a business card, put that in there, is to make sure you put the name of your business. That is if you have a business, but make sure you're specific with this sort of thing, right? You can also put lottery tickets in here. That works really well as well. With a money bowl, you want to add in some items that signify wealth to you, right? It could be a little bougie trinket of some sort. It could be a matchbook from a travel, or even like a little cutout from a magazine of something that just signifies money to you. Now, this should last you, I kind of switched this out like with the lunar cycle. So we're a little ahead of time, but I like to switch these out monthly to just keep the energy really fresh. I also like to sometimes put a candle in there and light that to kind of have a little extra oomph. There's something about a flame that just, it brings that fire, literally and figuratively. And you can also on a weekly basis refresh any kind of spell oils that you've put in here. So this is kind of like a rough just overview of money bowls. They are very customizable to what works for you, but a couple things that you want to add in is that petition. You want to add in a good amount of rice, and then at least in some kind of herb that's going to signify money. Crystals are great, and then little personal touches as well as like actual money items. If you have questions about money bowls and specific things going into them or how to make it, put it in a comment below and I will make a video reply to you. These really work, okay? I want you to get into the habit of doing these things. It doesn't have to be perfect. Done is better than perfect, and a money bowl is a great way to get the energy and the momentum around your personal finances going in the right direction. If you make one, put a picture in a comment too. I love to see it. This is something that I put in my reading room. We're in the kitchen right now, but in my reading room, I like to where I do all my one-on-one sessions over Zoom, as well as my TikTok lives. I like to have this in sight.